Hey, what's up everyone? This is Teacher Del and we are back with another lesson. Today we will be talking about propaganda devices. So as always, we will be defining our main word. What is propaganda? Propaganda is a set of messages intended to influence opinions of the masses, not giving the opponents any opportunity to rebut the idea. Instead of telling people the truth, propaganda often aims at manipulation of ideas to influence the behavior of a large number of people. Now, propaganda are used usually during elections by the candidates or the politicians, and also, of course, propaganda is widely used for advertisements. Now, let us go through them one by one. The first one we have is name calling. It is also called stereotyping or labeling. This is a technique that directly attacks an opponent, or sometimes by using names. Just like when we bully, we name call, right? So we use certain names to call an opponent or a competitor. So just like this one, let's take a look at one of the advertisement of Burger King. Burger King's burger is called Whopper, and the biggest burger of McDonald's is Big Mac. Now they're trying to compare here the size of Whopper against Big Mac. Just like what you can see here, seems more like a medium Mac. Okay, so it's a name calling or a type of name calling that plays with the word or the name of the burger of McDonald's, which is supposed to be Big Mac and not just Medium Mac. So Burger King here is directly attacking McDonald's. Also, name calling can be applied in politicians. Like here in the Philippines, followers of Duterte are called the Dutertards, and the followers of the Aquinos are called the Yellow Tard. So this can also be one example of name calling. Next, glittering generalities. This is used to make you believe that what they favor is the best course product possible. Advertisers describe their products in glaring terms to convince that consumers should buy their goods. Words like beautiful, gorgeous, and failing, high moral principles are examples of terms used in this type of propaganda. Now let's take a look at this example. So we have here McDonald's McCafe Mocha. It's creamy, dreamy, icy, and chocolatey. Now, with the use of this creamy, dreamy, icy, chocolatey, this is an example of glittering terms or beautiful terms to describe McCafe iced mocha. So we have here another one, Angelina Super Loaf. Angelina Super Loaf. So, napakasarap at napakalambot ng Angelina. Okay, if you live in the Visayas area of the Philippines, you're going to hear it, humukhum, namit-namit, kag humuk-humuk pa, Angelina. I'm sorry for laughing. Okay, so let us proceed. We have another example here from Rolls-Royce. Wanna live large? Wanna live the dream? Need style, luxury, panache, elegance, distinction to be made. Wanna drive your brand to the top? Okay, so all of these words are glittering generalities. So it's like it's so good to the ears. It's like it's so inviting. So that's another example of glittering generalities. Glittering from the word itself. Okay, let us proceed to the next one. Plain folks. So from the word plain, common, something that is not so extravagant. Plain folks. So folks means people. So common people are attracted on the basis of their common values. So in plain folks, you can use either ordinary people asking you to do extraordinary things, or not so ordinary people doing ordinary things. So just like we have here, the speaker presents him or herself as an average Joe, a common person who can understand and empathize with the listener's concern. So we have here an example. We have the former president of the United States, Mr. Obama, eating a burger. Is it a burger? Or whatever that is from McDonald's. So as someone who is not really a common people or an average person, he's trying to do something that we can also do as an ordinary citizen. Okay? And we have here Chris Aquino promoting this sauce for everybody to use. So of course Chris Aquino is not that kind of person that would commonly cook a lot, right? They can have their own cook and chefs, but then she's trying to present herself as someone ordinary that also cooks for the family, and she is using that ingredient. Okay, next one, hasty generalization. So with hasty generalization, you're trying to generalize something or present something with few pieces of evidence for a conclusion. Now let's take a look at this. Head and Shoulders, UK's #1 shampoo. So yeah, you can say that, but can you really prove it? What's your evidence? Where's your evidence? Is it really #1 shampoo? How about Tresemme? How about what else? And other shampoos. So they are claiming that they're the #1 shampoo in UK, but there's no supporting evidence to that. It's just we have to assume that Head and Shoulders is the #1 shampoo in UK. Okay, we also have this one. So this is in the political side. So we have here Republicans are all racist. Really? So how do you say so? Democrats are all want free stuff. Really? Okay, so hasty generalization. Here, the arguer jumps to a general or blanket conclusion about members of a given group on the basis of unrepresentative or insufficient number of cases. Just because some Republicans are racist, it does not mean that all of the Republicans are. And also likewise for the Democrats, if you have seen them, wanting free stuff, it does not mean that all of them want free stuff. Okay, let us proceed to the next one. I hope hasty generalization is clear to you. Let us proceed to the next one. Bandwagon. It aims at persuading people to do a certain thing because many other people are doing it. Okay, so Bandwagon, we have here America's favorite mascara, Great Lash Mascara from Maybelline, New York. Okay, so this example can be a bandwagon and also a hasty generalization because it says here it's America's favorite mascara. So is it really? It's a hasty generalization, but also it can be a bandwagon that tells us that a lot of Americans uses this mascara. That's why it is labeled America's favorite. So you have to try it because Americans tried it. A lot of them, it's their favorite. So it's another type of bandwagon. Likewise, also a hasty generalization. Another one. And mostly this is used in different kinds of advertisement. 9 out of 10 dentists recommend Sensodyne toothpaste. So also Colgate has used this. A lot of advertisements actually use like 9 out of 10, 10, 8 out of 10. Women uses like this and that. So it's trying to show us that a lot of people are using this. The majority of the dentists recommends this. So you have to have this. You have to get this. It's a bandwagon effect. Next one. Card stacking. This is a technique that seeks to manipulate audience perception of an issue by emphasizing one side and repressing another. Such emphasis may be achieved through media bias or the use of one-sided testimonials. Now, card stacking can be related to glittering generalities. Okay, so how are they related? So let's see here. We have here an example from Burger King. Their satisfies get satisfied. Less fat, less calories, big taste. So it's still good to hear that it has less fat and less calories, and it has still big taste. It's still kind of glittering generalities. However, it's much leaning in the card stacking idea because here it's trying to repress an idea that fries are still unhealthy. Eating fries is still unhealthy. Okay, whether it is less fat with less calories, it's still unhealthy. Okay, so here the technique was it's trying to emphasize that if you're trying to be healthy and stuff, you can still eat these fries because it has less fat and less calories. Trying to let you forget that still that is still fries and it is still unhealthy. Okay, just like this one as well. Coca-Cola no sugar, or Diet Coke, or Coke Zero, Coca-Cola Zero. Okay, so they're trying to entice the audience or the consumers that less guilt. You can still have a gulp of this wonderful soda or this Coke. It's still good, but I'm so sorry. It has 0 calories and stuff. However, the consumer should also think about what did Coca-Cola do to the ingredients to still make it taste better even though it has 0 calories. Okay, so that's it for all of the propaganda devices. I hope that you have learned something today, and if you have any clarifications or questions, don't hesitate to comment down below. That's our lesson for today. This is Teacher Del signing off.